won't you buy me
a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I've worked hard all my life with no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me
an electric Mercedes Benz?
Love to see it.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut, and after last week's gas guzzling episode, we are ticking our green box. So, for our first electric vehicle, we have chosen the Mercedes EQC. It's a mid-size SUV with an 80 kilowatt battery which runs for about 230 miles. So this is the EQC in standard format. Now, like most manufacturers with electric cars, they've gone for this futuristic look. But what we want to do is kind of sport it up, but retain some of that look so it still looks like a modern electric car. So as standard, it's pretty dull, plain, mundane, boring. I mean, there's many words that could describe it. It's got lots of chrome, it's got lots of plastic, and we plan to get rid of all of that. What we're going to do is put a carbon splitter on the front and a carbon diffuser on the rear. We're going to give it a full black pack on the lower moulding so they're all gloss like the body. We're going to change the window surrounds to gloss black, and then we're going to add an upper and lower spoiler. And rather than mess around, I'm just going to give this one some charge. So here it is. I'm convinced, but I've just got to convince my partner in crime that his dirty diesel needs to go. I'll bring him in.
Not so much the God of Thunder.
I didn't expect you to bring the prop with the electric.
Not so much the God of Thunder, the Geezer Thunder.
Geezer of Thunder, there you
like
go.
4, yeah? Let me just place that down before someone...
Nowhere near the car, please.
Yeah,
so, do I have to convince you of this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love my dirty diesel. I love it. It looks great. I've made it look great. I'll get 45 miles a gallon. But this looks so cool. It does look so cool. And it's Mercedes. I love Mercs. I love Mercedes interiors. I love the build quality. And now you've made this look cool. It is a contender.
You'd want something a little bit bigger though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. They're bringing out, is it an EQE SUV?
EQE, yeah, just been announced, EQE, which is the next one up in the range.
GLE size.
GLE size, yeah. This one's obviously the mid-size SUV. Interior's fantastic, exterior looks great now. I'm toying with a lowering kit for this as well now.
I think that's what it needs. I think that's what it needs.
Yeah.
We did the GLC 63, lowered on big Vossens.
That's right.
So squat, so wide, really cool. But I haven't driven one of these yet, and that's what I'm...
Yeah, see, so this is the reason that I picked this car. We could have picked Tesla, we could have picked some Audi e-tron bits, and I drove them all, but this is the one that drives most like a normal car. Okay. And I guess when you've got that electric feel, you want it to feel like a normal car. I will be absolutely flabbergasted if you're not impressed with this.
So I'll take it for a spin then?
Big words.
I'll take it for a spin. So my first drive of the Mercedes EQC. First impressions, interior is very much like my E-Class. My E-Class is the facelift, so it's the same technology, same fascia, same kind of look. It feels like you're in a Mercedes. I know that sounds stupid, but a lot of electric cars, you know, they feel quite light and plasticky. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of Teslas. I think their interior is a little bit shoddy. And I'm glad that Simon chose to do the Mercedes electric range rather than anything else. I mean, it really does drive very, very nice, and it is silent. I assume being an electric car, it is quite heavy, so it does feel quite planted to the road. But yeah, it's just a really, really nice place to be. Simon doesn't really need to convince me about electric cars. It's about the right electric car. I mean, obviously I'd love a Porsche Taycan or, you know, e-tron GT, but they're a lot of money, like 120, 130 plus. Whereas this is kind of within my price range, and first impressions of the drive, it is absolutely lovely. It feels like a Mercedes. It sticks to the road. It's got so much acceleration, and it is silent because it's electric. You know, when I put my foot down in my Merc, it's a 2-litre diesel. It doesn't sound great. But I think I really need to get Si in the passenger seat. I think we need to have a conversation. And maybe I can blag one as a company car. Well, geez.
Tight in here, isn't it? We're wasting battery power by
that's what I'm worried about. Well, look, we've got 57 miles, so we need to...
It was on 90 when you went out, so how many miles did you do?
Well, 3, but I did put my foot down a little bit.
It's quick, isn't it?
It's quick. I still like...
And start the engine. Should we go and get some fuel?
Yeah, no, it's started, mate. I literally just have to... and then we're off. It's mad. I almost had a bit of a mental block talking about it, because there's nothing else really more to say than...
Apart from it's good.
No, that's it. It's just good. Mercedes interior, which is always a win.
Yeah.
It's quick, it's economical, and we've made it look good with the kit and the wheels.
Yeah.
It's just good. And then like after
as well.
Yeah, after about 40 seconds of me just saying it's just good, I had nothing else to report about it. So I'm kind of thinking, well,
I suppose that's positive.
It is brilliant, and it feels like a luxury. Look, it's just got silent. It's just quiet.
You know what though? When that Tesla pulled in earlier, it went.
Look, can I say that I don't like Teslas?
No, I don't like Teslas either.
But can we say that though? Because there's going to be a lot of people who've got Teslas who really like Teslas.
No.
And but there's not people who just like Teslas. There's like they're fanatical about Teslas.
But the reason I picked this is because
it feels like a Mercedes.
It feels like a car, a Mercedes. It's not. It's a car first and an electric vehicle secondary.
What can I do for you?
That's the other thing. You can't talk. You can't say Mercedes because it'll say cancel. You can't say Mercedes.
You just said it again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you with it right now.
Right, so don't say Mercedes.
You just said it again. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm saying is it's a car first and an EV second.
Right. Funny you should say that. This is interesting. So Rolls-Royce have just launched the Spectre, their first all-electric car, right? And what they're saying,
dog's bollocks first and then a car second.
What they're saying is that it's a Rolls-Royce first and an EV second.
Yeah.
And that thing is absolutely stunning. We're getting to a stage now where we're just going to... that's ridiculous, isn't it? And you know when electric cars first started coming out, you had like the G-Wiz and stuff like that, and they looked like mobility scooters, didn't they? I don't know where we're going, so we'll let them go past. There we go. I mean, they are stupid. They're so quick.
I know.
You know,
imagine so when the EQS SUV comes out, which is the AMG big bad boy.
Yeah.
That's like something like 600 and something horsepower.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, like 660, the equivalent of 660 horsepower or something, isn't it?
So what I'm interested to know, right, obviously...
Oh, you know how much I love my car.
Yeah.
Because the same sort of thing, really. It looks great, it's economical. Mercedes it's a new shape Mercedes, so it's got all the new tech and everything else. So I really like my car. It's no performance car. It's nothing
Can I
too
be honest,
special. Go on.
We went out last night in your car, and I feel like I'm back in it because it's a Mercedes inside.
Yeah.
It feels the same.
But this isn't. This is probably a little bit more comfortable. It's not as clumsy.
And we had some hard old school garage.
We did have some hard old school garage gone last night. So yeah, I am a little bit torn, if I'm honest. I mean, for me, for what I want, you know, I do like large Mercedes coupes. I like the look of my car. So if Mercedes could bring out like a large coupe, that would be like perfect for me. But for someone who has a family, 2 kids, they need a bigger car, something a bit practical, like a mid. Because this is basically a big estate car that's slightly raised. You wouldn't call it an SUV, would you?
Yeah, it's a mid-size SUV.
So, and I don't need that. So I can appreciate it for what it is. It's absolutely fantastic. It looks great.
So Mercedes, if you're watching, he needs a coupe electric next.
I need an E-Class coupe electric. But then they're bringing out the EQE. They're bringing out the
EQE, EQS,
They're bringing out the CLE. So they're scrapping the C-Class coupe and the E-Class coupe, and they're bringing out CLE.
which will be electric. They will do one.
Do you think they will?
Yeah, they'll do
So if they'll do that, that's what I'll have. Because you don't need to sell me on electric. I'm not like, you know, if I want something to pop and bang, if I need a performance car, then I'll have like a little weekend car, you know, like. But for every day, why wouldn't you have electric? Yeah. Oh, it's nice reversing skills.
Haven't got a clue what we're doing here. Maybe we should ask a fellow electric person.
No, you know, I know what I'm doing. Right, what's the difference between that one and that one? Right, let's do both. Surely
wait.
it's double charge.
No, you got 2 on here.
Oh, there is 2 things, right?
Why is it only letting?
You got any coins on you? Does it
No,
take coins?
Don't take coins.
Notes?
Wait there. 56p per kilowatt. I'm sure we said it was 30p. Wait there.
Right, let's do some quick maths, because you're trying to convince me to get an electric car over my motor.
So this is an 80 kilowatt motor, right? So
Right.
80 kilowatts times 0.56p per kilowatt is £44.80 to fill this up.
Nearly 45 quid.
Divided
Right,
by 230 miles, that's 19p a mile.
right, do this then. So I just filled my Merc up, my diesel Merc, 620 mile range that's given me, and that was 110 quid.
Divided by 110. It's 18p a mile. So it's cheaper to...
Right, okay. So fueling wise, or charging wise, not a huge amount of
it's the
difference.
same. But I've got a feeling that they have you by the balls with this machine.
This is for people that want to get home, but they've like run out
of
at a
juice,
motorway service station where diesel is £2.10 a litre and you've got no choice.
Yeah. Tom, what was it at house? Right, so 30p, it'll be cheaper at your house. And then if you do it overnight, I think it goes down to like 12p or something like that.
Right, okay.
I think. Get in the comments, everyone. Tell us exactly what it costs at home if you have an electric vehicle so we can get the stats right. But in principle, if you're using one of these,
Yeah.
it's pound for pound with diesel. There's no benefit. Well, the only disadvantage is you've got to come back and fill up halfway
So
through.
we're not going to get a
miles.
sponsorship or brand deal from BP Pulsing, are we? Because we're
No.
saying how expensive.
Oh, it's BP. Oh,
Yeah.
we definitely don't want to pay that then. They've
Right.
had us over on the fuel already.
Yeah.
Fuel crisis.
So where we're trying to save BP and Shell, you're doing a great job.
So what they'll have done, you'll have had this muted, and then vocals would have come out when we've said BP and Shell, you're doing a great job. But then there'll be certain parts muted out where we're having discussions about other maybe manufacturers or something.
Right, let's leave it. And then if you don't see us in January. Right, so we're not filling up here then because it's expensive.
Absolutely not. We're going to go back and we're going to plug it into the next door neighbour
Yes.
at our building.
Snip right in.
Yeah.
Right, so how far are we from Urban? We're about 3 miles, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's saying I've got 52 miles charge left. So we see how much we can get rid of that if we're using the neighbour's electric
Yeah.
to charge it up, I could try and get
Right,
rid of
okay,
as much of that
so-
as possible. Aircon and heating all the way up.
Aircon on maximum.
Like heated seats on.
It's going to get hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll put it in sport. Has it got a sports mode?
Windows on
yeah.
max,
Yeah.
aircon on max,
Yeah. Everything
circulation
max.
on
Everything max. We'll put some
Radio
bass
4 on max.
Yeah.
We'll get.
Yeah, we'll change that. Yeah.
I don't know how to use it.
Oh no! Oh no! It's sports
Dynamic
mode.
No, sport.
Max- oh, no, not maximum race.
Sport.
Boom. Right. Let's use some lecky. Right. So basically, just flat out everywhere.
It kind of off goes,
She does go.
It's quick. Look, 100% EQ power.
It's so weird. There's no gear change. There's no DSG farts. There's no like. Right. Because can they hear us if we've got it? Right. We'll turn that down. We've got the heated seats and everything else on. How many miles did we have?
52. We got 54
How did we
now.
gain 54? Oh, maybe the faster you drive, the more it charges itself.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It's good. I think it's really good.
Right, that just used 2 miles.
What, that boost?
That bit in probably a quarter of a mile.
So the real driver behind this is the fact that it's 100% corporation tax write-off when a company buys one.
Yeah.
So if, for example, your company made £1 million and you bought one of these for 10 members of staff,
Yeah.
you would wipe out that £1 million worth of profit and you wouldn't have to pay the £200,000 worth of corporation tax. So it would save you that amount of money.
Wow.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me
A Mercedes-Benz. My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I've worked hard all my life. With no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me
an electric Mercedes-Benz?
Love to see it. Love it.
So, making our way through the workshop, firstly over there, we have new disco kits in production now. So they're being built, cars are being built, we've got about 5 or 6 in build. So if you're looking for a disco commercial or a disco passenger vehicle with our new kit, get in touch with us. Also, this way. RSQ8 on the bench. We've got one in satin finish carbon. We've also got one in matte carbon, which I didn't even know we did. I've just been told by one of the techs that we're doing it in matte. Go have a look. Oh yeah. Satin, matte. Satin, matte. Matte. Damn. Matte. XRS. That's 4 in build. We're up to about, was it Tom, about 26, 27 now?
Yeah, almost 30.
Yeah, 26, 27 gone out of 65. It won't be long, I think we'll be done in maybe 18 months time. So the program's going really well, it's been a huge success. And it's probably
my favourite car. I still own one, I've still got number 1, and I think I'm going to keep it forever. So, wheels set up and a tripod ready to shoot the wheels on the EQC. Now we're going to go one off, one on, one off, one off. It's going to be a long, laborious process, but for you, it's just going to go click, 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 click. Nice and quick. Got sidetracked on the way because of this. Now this is a lovely G400 with G63 bumpers and our full soft kit in carbon. This is for someone particularly special, and I'm really excited about this handover, which is happening tomorrow. I'll give you a little clue now. Look at this, right? So this is the new Range Rover Sport, which we featured last week. Thank you for the likes and comments. Now, these are the Vossen UV5s. Normally, we spec these for Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Wraith, Cullinan, but we've cut a set for the Range Rover Sport. 24-inch, focus in the central bourbon caps. What do you think?
Hi guys, welcome to the Automotive News this week with Simon Dearn and my colleague Lenny Howlett.
Oh, you are actually doing it like a newsreader, because we're at a desk and we've got a laptop in front of us, so that's what you do.
I thought we would. We'll do it properly.
Yeah, no, that's fine, we'll go with that, run with it.
Am I Piers Morgan and you're Susanna Reid?
Oh, I love Susanna Reid. And I don't mind saying, because Holly might watch this back, but she knows how much I love Susanna Reid.
Oh, okay.
Call me Susanna Reid. Take you for a nice steak dinner.
Nice steak dinner. Notice you're not taking her for a dinner of her choice, you're taking her for a dinner of your choice.
I love Susanna Reid.
Anyway, we're behind the desk today because we put a big shout out to everyone last week. Thanks for all the comments. The new beast. And we need you to come up with the top 3 ideas. And we're going to go with one of them. There was hundreds. Justin went into absolute meltdown thinking he had to render 250 suggestions for our new Defender demo. We have picked our, 6 or 7 best?
Yeah.
And there's some real cool ones in here. And we picked halfway through the week, but then more better ones.
The trouble is we've already picked what we wanted to do, haven't we? And then these have come through, we're like, oh no, that looks so good. But look, we've made our choice.
We've made our choice and we've got some there in the bank. For the future.
For the future, right, let's have a look.
First one.
So, Assalam, thank you for your comment. Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
the Jurassic Park Jeep.
Although, I don't know whether we'd end up getting a legal letter for that. There's a little bit of copyright going on there.
Universal Studios type thing. And what you could have done as well is like taking an angle grind to the roof as if like T-Rex was just like taking it apart. Sort of. This is just a wrap, innit? Yeah. All right, so that's very cool, but yeah, you probably have a
lot of work in that as well.
Milton Keynes isn't very Jurassic, is it? It's like it's the land of straight roads and roundabouts. It's not. It wouldn't fit in very well, would it?
And it's not really promoting urban, is it, mate?
Very good point. Right, next. Thank you. Anyway, Assalam. Tommy Roberts-Jones, turn the Defender into an F1 support vehicle.
Now, the concept of this sounds really good.
Fantastic idea.
But
that looks. sorry, Cam and Chris, you're gonna have to use your bleeper on that because it's a PG show, but that. Like, what is it? It looks like an ambulance or something.
It looks like a fusion between the Irish Garda and an ambulance.
The Irish Garda, those colours? I thought,
no, there's green.
That's police, isn't it?
Yeah, it's green. Yeah, but there's a bit of green on there.
Okay, yeah, and I don't like the sign writing. That looks old. It's like it was done with an old paintbrush. And by the way, Justin,
this is me. Right. Going to the next one.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, Justin, we're not slagging off your capable work. We're just slagging off the design. That's. Thanks anyway, though, Tommy. Great idea. Sam Thompson.
Blue and orange Golf colours, famous for the GT40.
Nah, this is the one that. I saw this early. This is the one that's. Look at that. That's the bollocks.
I really like that. Now, for the purposes of this exercise, we haven't chosen this, but we really like it. This is my favourite too.
That needs to be in the bank.
Now, it would go in the bank, and obviously we would fuse the Urban logo into the Golf logos. The downside of this is we'd have to paint a spoiler or wrap a spoiler and paint and wrap a light bar, which would be an absolute arseache. Yeah.
Okay, next. Lyndon. I think you should do a modern interpretation.
Oh, look at Lyndon's profile picture.
That's Tommy Shelby with a load of face tattoos.
And a joint.
It could be just a fag, Tommy Shelby.
It looks a bit more than a cigarette.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And those tattoos, they're like, what, like these new SoundCloud rappers, like with Lil in there, like Lil Gucci or Lil Pump or Lil Hand Pump or whatever they are. Like,
Lil Len and Lil Si.
Like they've got like multicoloured hair and like loads of face tattoos and stuff. Why have they done that? Anyway.
So if we go like this now and we smile at the screen, they're going to put tattoos on us.
I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up.
Yeah? Because he knows he's got to edit this video up. You better get that done now, Cam.
Anyway, Lyndon wanted the modern interpretation of the Paul Smith designed Land Rover.
Like the VW Harley Quinn Polo Golf thing, the multicoloured panels.
Yeah, when the Defender was coming to end of life, the old shape, they basically done one with all mix and match panels, which would actually be very easy to do because we've got a cupboard full. Flick it up now. We've got a cupboard full of old bits of wrap.
Again, right, great idea.
Well, it can't be both.
Great, I know it's a great idea, but the actual look.
That was probably my third favourite.
Really?
Yeah.
It just looks like it's been in a bad crash and they've used loads of different coloured panels to put it back together again.
Okay, moving on.
Stan and Freddie.
Stan and Freddie.
I'm really impressed with Stan and Freddie because they're talking dogs. They've got their little paws.
Profile picture.
Little paws and they've gone like that. Good boys. Sit. Good boy. You got any treats? You got any treats on you?
Yeah, I have. Wait there. Yeah.
Stan,
here's a treat for you.
What? Stan and Freddie look like very good boys.
They do, yeah. Urban camouflage pattern. Now, I was expecting this to be camouflage.
Yes.
But it's not. It's modern day camouflage, which is absolutely nothing like camouflage. Yeah, nothing like camouflage.
I've got to stop swearing, sorry. That's not very good.
I mean, this would have been good if we probably put the Urban logo into the little box square, so it was like a camouflage of Urban logos, but we didn't, so it's not.
It just looks like
that one looks rubbish.
It just looks pixelated. It looks like the screen's gone
I think
wrong.
we should move along from this quickly.
Okay. Sorry, Stan, you're very good boys. Good boys. Good boys. Well done, Stan and Freddie. It was a nice idea, but it didn't quite. I'm talking to a couple of dogs.
So, next one word. This person doesn't have a profile name.
No.
They're secret. One word, Dakar spec. Well, that's two.
So you know who likes like the Dakar stuff. It's going to be a Land Rover. I was going to say nerd, but I'm going to say fanatic instead. So people don't have a go at me. A Land Rover fanatic called Colin. Or Nigel. He takes his dogs for a walk in Wellington.
Can we see the spec?
And he likes the old Defender because it leaks when it rains. And it's the real Defender, not this one. So bad, it's good.
We are going to get crucified for this, and we're so sorry, guys. We really like this design, but it's the camel spec.
One life, live it. I'm seeing one of those stickers upside down, just in case they've gone green lane and they're giving it a bit too much. And it's right. I'm really sorry if you're called, what did I say, Nigel or Colin or Malcolm?
All of the above. Camel spec now.
That's so cool.
It does look good.
Looks like a bit of a JCB though, doesn't it?
Best episode ever.
Best episode
ever.
Is that a thing?
Instead of the slogan you just said.
Oh, is that a copyrighted thing, is it?
No, it's just Justin did it.
Oh. Best episode ever. I was talking about us.
Ah.
I think this is a very poor episode so far, if I'm honest.
It was. That looks fantastic. Yellow wheels look really good with the car. I think that's another one to put in the bank.
That's number 2 for me.
Yeah.
That's like a Tonka
You've been
sword.
saying number 2 all the way through this.
Right, next.
So, new Urban Defender, basically doing a
Right, Mark Walton, new Urban Defender. Yanni did a split wrap for juicy detailing, something like that to reflect Urban on one side and Yanamize on the other. Maybe matte black one side with some accents and matte white the other with some low-key chrome camo print in his signature colour.
Mark has really thought about it.
He's really got in. Mark Walton, thank you for your comment. And then that's what we come up with.
That is nothing like what Mark wanted. Justin didn't get.
So at the beginning of this, I said to Justin, I said to Justin, look, I'm not going to slag off your work. I might sort of criticise the designs, but Justin, I'm actually going to slag off your design here. That's crap. I expected a lot better of you. I'm disappointed. I'm not angry,
No,
Justin.
I'm
not angry. I'm just a little bit disappointed. It looks like you've run out of time. Tom's come up to your desk and said you've got these Defender designs for us, and you were like, oh no, I forgot that one, and then just spat that out onto the screen.
Anyway, contrary to Lenny's beliefs, I really like this design, even though it's not what Mark asked.
It looks like someone's been run over.
No, I like it. I like the rawness and the splatter and the logo. And maybe we'll use this one for a future promotional vehicle. Lastly, this is the one that we picked. This came in midweek. We loved the design. It was nice and simpler. And here it is.
That looks awesome. I will say something though. It's probably the easiest. It's a white Jeep.
So yeah, we had a white
just
Jeep.
add in like blue and red stripes.
Yeah.
With a couple of stickers on.
Feel free to get in the comments and absolutely annihilate us for choosing this one. But I'm so sorry, everyone. We've already pressed the print button, probably prematurely.
I think it looks great. And talk to me about tyre writing, because I'm a fan of tyre writing on the right vehicle.
Yeah, this is the only thing that I've had an argument about.
You and Yanni are like that, ain't you? And this is the only thing you can't agree on.
Yeah.
I'm with him.
I like it on this.
I think on some vehicles it looks absolutely awesome. And can we tint the headlights in that yellow colour? That's pretty cool, isn't it?
No, that's illegal.
Oh, so we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that.
But we will do that. We're not going to do that. But yeah, that's really cool. So that's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with. We're going with the Urban Martini striped car. It's going to be finished in the next couple of weeks. We're using the car for the wrap job. It's basically the finalist car, which they're going to use and abuse in the final heats of the wrap job. Once that's done, we'll be completing it. So we'll show this in the next couple of weeks.
What is Martini? Is it gin or something? What is it?
No, it's a drink on its own.
Is it? What, just a Martini?
Just so you know, when you talk to me in secret, they're still watching,
aren't they?
Yeah.
So we're not getting free drinks then?
No. Yeah. Tom, can you get some promo work?
We should have done a Stella wrap. Stella Rottweiler. Just like, well, last Stone Island one, then they won. God, oh, that's the bollocks. Have some Stone Island.
Okay. On that note, so guys, end of this week's episode, and the last thing to cover off, like I said earlier, we need your help on the wheels. We have 4 options.
I'm interrupting your outro, ain't I?
Yeah. You're supposed to come down earlier. Yeah. Wheels.
Yes.
HF-5.
When these first went on, I weren't sure, but they're growing on me. But I think it does need lowering.
Yeah, you know what? This is kind of like a racy wheel, and I think if this is the kind of person that wants it a bit more sporty, it needs a little drop. So we've ordered springs, we've ordered some lowering links for the back. Perfect. So in the coming episodes, we will show a lowered version of this, and I'm going to drive my personal one lowered, I think.
Nice. So what are the other choices?
So we've got the HF2.
My favourite wheel.
Yeah.
I've got a set of these at the moment.
Oh, I like these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, you could call them overdone, but they're overdone for a reason. It's because they just look so great on most cars.
They look a little bit larger than the other ones as well.
The spoke goes all the way to the rim,
to the edge,
so that
exactly.
makes them look so big, like the HF5s.
So we've got the VFS2, which I got wrong earlier. I called it the CV wheel. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, I love that wheel. Nice, clean, simple design, multi-spoke.
It's an old wheel though, but it still works.
Yeah, it looks so good. It's a classic.
And then the last one we've got is the HF4T,
which I had on my Merc originally. Directional wheel, looks great.
Yeah, it's kind of futuristic as well, which goes with the EQC. Now, one thing we are doing, obviously we've got these 4 wheels from Vossen, but we do have one wheel in development that we're doing specifically for this car. That'll be around in 6 months' time, but until then, we'll be running with basically these 4 wheels. I think the majority are going to pick the HF2. Mm-hmm. It's always the case.
It's a popular alloy, but the HF4T I think probably suits the car quite well. But what a thing! I love it. It's so cool.
So that's it, guys. Get in the comments. Tell us which one you prefer out of the 4 wheels that we've just presented to you. We'll flick back to the HF5 now. So that's done. And then that just leaves us to say, don't forget to smash the like and share buttons, and we'll see you next week.
Make sure you share, like and subscribe. See you next week.